Welcome into another telecast of LMC Varsity Sports alongside Anthony Evangelista. I'm Charlie McGraw, and we have a league rivalry game between the Mamaroneck Tigers and Scarsdale Raiders. Mamaroneck is 11-4. They've won 5 in a row, and Scarsdale is 5-10, but they're much better than their record, Anthony. They've had one of the toughest schedules in Section 1.
Yeah, and don't be fooled by the record. This Scarsdale team is still very good. Hustling team, great at the crashing the boards, great three-point shooting team. And I believe that this is going to be a very good game. I think it'll come down to the last quarter.
Definitely. The only team probably that has a tougher schedule is Mount Vernon because of all the national powerhouses. But when we get back, we'll have the opening tip-off next here on LMC Varsity Sports.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Palmer Gymnasium here on the campus of Mamaroneck High School for today's game between the Scarsdale Raiders and the Mamaroneck Tigers. This time we ask you please rise and remove your hats. This past Sunday, January 26th, a private helicopter crashed in the hills above Calabasas, California, killing everyone on board, including NBA legend Kobe Bryant and his 13-year-old daughter, Gianna. As a player, and in the years after he retired, Kobe Bryant had a tremendous effect on many of the players on the court here today, and millions of young people around the world. He was a tremendous supporter of youth basketball, and was traveling with his daughter, 2 of her teammates, his assistant coach, and family members to their game at his Mamba Academy when the accident occurred. Please join us in a 24.8-second moment of silence as we remember Kobe Bryant and the 8 individuals who perished in that tragic accident on Sunday. Ladies and gentlemen, time now to introduce the starting lineups for today's game. First, for the visiting Raiders of Scarsdale High School, a 6'2" senior guard, number 0, Jason Segal. A 6'3" senior forward, number 2, Michael Callahan. A 6-foot senior guard, number 3, Matt Lipsey. A 6-foot senior guard, number 4, Dennis Alter. And a 6'2" junior guard, number 25, Jacob Smith. The Raiders head coach, Mr. Joe Emilio. Now let's meet the starters for the Mamaroneck Tigers. A 6'3" junior forward, number 11, Alex Burney. A 6'6" senior forward, number 12, Quinn Levy. A 5'11" senior guard, number 2, Will Webb. A 5'10" junior guard, number 15, co-captain Bryant McIntyre. And a 6'4" senior forward, number 32, co-captain Thomas Plunkett. The assistant coaches, Mr. Matt Lyons, Mr. John Boykin, Mr. Robert Cruz, Mr. Fred Cuddy, Mr. Trevor Demme. The Tigers head coach, in his 15th season, Mr. Tyrone Carver, Jr.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, Anthony Evangelista, I'm Charlie McGraw, and the opening tip-off, a sloppy tip-off won by the Tigers, and Plunkett misses a wide-open layup, and Scarsdale will push.
Yeah, and a big part of this Tigers offense runs through Plunkett. You've seen him in the tournament games in the past few games. He's been a big powerhouse underneath the middle. So they need to get the ball to him, and he's got to finish those shots if they want to win this game.
Turnover, Scarsdale, ball to Mamaroneck. Inside to Plunkett. Kicks it. Layup missed, and rebounds Segal.
And sloppy play so far we've seen from both teams. I mean, Plunkett's been on the floor. You've seen a few sloppy passes. Let's see if that continues.
A wild layup missed by Segal. 0-0, 50 seconds gone by. Scarsdale, Mamaroneck. Good defense by the Raiders. And it's good. Will Webb. Tigers.
Just a nice, clean play there by Will Webb.
Yeah, not much to say about it. Just a layup off the glass. And Segal, three in the corner, and it's good.
And he's dangerous from that three-point range. If the Tigers want to win this game, they need to lock him up.
Coach Carver didn't like the defense there on him. He's taken 2 shots already, 1 for 2 with that three, and he gets a steal, and he gets past the defense and lays it in. Segal's got 5 points in 12 seconds.
Yeah, and great defense there by Segal. Split the defense and then went in for the easy layup.
Got by 2 men. Got free. Got through it, almost like a wide receiver. Breaking free from the DB. And it's Mamaroneck 2, Jason Segal 5. Webb, no good. In and out.
And those shots are always tough up the middle. You never know where that ball's going to land. Unfortunately for Mamaroneck, that did not fall in the way they hoped.
Segal kicking. Offensive foul on Segal.
And a great job there by the Mamaroneck defense, holding him in, and then Verney drawing the foul and getting Mamaroneck the ball back.
Well, that's one way to get him. Maybe they can get him in foul trouble, because that's his first foul of the game for Segal. If another, he might have to come out. Webb with the wild shot, gets his own rebound. Out to Verney, back to Webb. And he goes right back to it and misses it again. Scarsdale will get the rebound, and Segal will have it.
Yeah, and good hustle there by Webb. Unfortunately, he was not able to put it down from Mamaroneck.
Segal in the corner, fakes the three. And then gets the friendly bounce for 2. Coach Carver, timeout, and he's not happy. We'll be right back, LMC Varsity Sports. 7-2. Jason Segal will call 7 for Scarsdale. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports alongside Anthony Evangelista. I'm Charlie McGraw. Mamaroneck will bring it up first time out of the game after Segal scored his 6th and 7th point for the Raiders.
Yeah, Mamaroneck using this timeout, trying to gain back the momentum that they lost early in the game.
Plunkett, they double team him. Segal with the defense, and it went off of Segal. Block for Segal.
Reevy to take it out under the basket.
Into Plunkett, and he's double teamed, and he can't get it. That's what they seem to be doing. That's what Mamaroneck should do on Segal with the double team. And it's an easy layup scored by Alter. Segal passed it to him, I think, right?
Yeah, Segal getting involved all the way. Even if he can't score it, he's going to be involved somehow.
And Nicky McDonald will get some early action. Offensive foul. Will Webb, his first.
Number 2, Will Webb.
So both fouls have been offensive.
And drawing that foul there for Scarsdale was Fisher Waterhouse.
Charlie Randall.
Comes in off the bench.
Checking with the game for Mamaroneck.
Charlie Randall's in the game, 6'9" of him, the junior. And Nicky McDonald as well. They'll replace, will Plunkett get a real early breather. I think the championship game we did, I don't think he came out the whole game. They only played 7 guys, but and the semifinal you did against Ardsley, right?
Yeah, I know, and unfortunately for Mamaroneck, Randall was not able to play. They still were able to clutch out a win. But now let's see if they can get some help on, down in the middle with Randall in the game.
Segal with a long 3. He's got 10 of the 12 points. Tigers trail 12-2. Segal has 10 of the 14 total points in 3 minutes and 20 seconds. He's already in double digits. Mamaroneck is in a big hole here. 12-2. Scarsdale gets the miss, and Segal with the pass. And that one will be in and out, no good. Randall with the long arm rebound. It rolls, and it goes to Webb. Randall, ooh, way off.
Randall tried to use that height advantage there, and it just did not work in his favor.
Randall's almost half a foot taller than the guy guarding him. I think.
Yeah, talk about size advantage there.
Callahan's 6'3", he's 6'9". He is 6 inches. Segal with the good pass. Coach Carver asking for a travel. 30-second timeout, Scarsdale. And we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports, 12-2, Scarsdale.
30-second timeout.
Back here on LMC TV alongside Anthony Evangelista, I'm Charlie McGraw, and that was weird as there's 10 seconds left on the shot clock. They didn't get a shot off that was an air ball or anything, but they, I guess they didn't realize that the travel that Coach Carver said he might have, so they wanted to reset. But they have 3 seconds, they got to shoot, and he does at the buzzer, and it's way off. Shot clock violation, but it's rebounded by Randall, and it'd be brought up. Definitely not what they were looking for following the timeout. Blocking foul on the floor on the Raiders. Fisher Waterhouse, his first, team's second.
Yeah, McDonald there trying to drive in, used a little too much aggression, but he was still able to get bailed out by the blocking foul.
Close, it could have gone either way, offensive or the block that they called. Webb had a shot, pulls up. Good idea to pass to Verney. And the 3, no good, off the back of the iron. Randall.
Good hustle there by McIntyre getting to the ball.
No basket.
3 made after the whistle is blown.
No good. His first team's third.
Callahan's first team's third.
32, Thomas Plunkett back in the game for the Tigers, replacing Quinn Reeve.
Plunkett wasn't out long. Randall, lefty shot. Thought he was a righty, but shoots it lefty and can't make it either way. He's 0 for 2. They get the ball to their man.
And it'll be interesting to see. If you look down low right now, you have Randall and Plunkett down there, and that's the size advantage if I've ever seen one.
Segal travels.
The traveling violation, it's Mamaroneck ball. For Scarsdale, number 3, Matt Lipsey, back into the game, replacing Jacob Smith.
Lipsey comes back in.
2 points with 1:28 to go in the first quarter. Of course, the 8-minute quarters here in boys high school basketball. Mamaroneck can't buy a basket. Into Randall. He's 0 for 2 shooting.
He's got to watch his feet. He just wanted 3 seconds there.
Plunkett, good job to not get it called, and he went in and out of it. Randall has it. Randall making moves with Plunkett. That height advantage you talked about. Picking up the dribble, 6 seconds. They got to shoot it. Nicky McDonald, and he makes the layup. 12-4.
And on that possession, you saw Scarsdale had great defense, but they just kind of fell apart there at the end, those last few seconds.
Travel.
And Mamaroneck now hoping to get a momentum change. Only 4 points scored so far this quarter with 42 seconds left.
Levi Ring and Christopher Zanger both come in for Scarsdale with 40 seconds to go.
Siegel taking a breather.
Randall 0 for 3. 2 shots.
McIntyre to the line. McIntyre, a very good free throw shooter. Let's see if he can hit these two.
Yep.
First one hits.
Jonas, number 5, is in for Mamaroneck. Correction, number 12, Quinn Reevy is in for Mamaroneck. Number 25, Jacob Smith, back in the game for Scarsdale.
Missed the second, he knew it, he called short. Scarsdale can hold for 1. Shot clock turned off. 20 seconds and counting.
Let's see what they decided to do here with Seigel on the bench.
How many travels is that on Scarsdale?
Traveling violation.
Yeah, and Lipsy thought he had a good move. He tried to get by the defender with a fake, but it ended up being called a travel.
McIntyre.
James Jogas in for the first time from Mamaroneck.
Yeah, 4.3 seconds left in the quarter. Let's see if Mamaroneck can get a basket.
We got to shoot it, Randall. In and out, 0 for 4, Charlie Randall in the quarter.
Score is Valley School 12.
12-5, defensive battle here. More like a lot of missed shots for both teams. We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports.
Welcome back, LMC TV Varsity Sports. Charlie McGraw, I'm Anthony Evangelista. We got a great game so far, defensive battle, a lot of turnovers. Mamaroneck down 5-12 against Scarsdale. Ring now trying to make a move. He tries to get the pass inside. They're going to kick it out. And the shot there is missed by Kashanian.
As we figured, Seigel came back in as the second quarter started, only on the bench for 45 seconds.
And Mamaroneck trying to get the ball inside. It's going to be a little floater off the backboard. It's no good there.
No Thomas Plunkett. Oh, no, he's in. Never mind, sorry.
Yeah, McDonald cannot hit that shot.
Verney's not, or, no, Verney's in. One of the, McIntyre, the starter who's on the bench, McIntyre.
Seigel now looking for someone to pass to. Trying to get the ball around here.
No Will Webb as well.
Seigel with the deep 3, and it hits off the top of the rim. Falls no good. Randall with the rebound. Cross-court pass now. McDonald driving in. And he gets fouled. McDonald, a great asset coming off the bench for this Mamaroneck team.
Kashanian, his first, team's 5th.
Yogas now to take it out underneath the basket.
So it's 2 fouls away from 1 and 1 for Scarsdale. What next foul? Mamaroneck will be shooting 1 and 1.
And the ball is tipped out of bounds there by Scarsdale's Jacob Smith. It's going to be Mamaroneck possession is still. Randall gets it in the corner, passes it out. Reevy now, looking into Randall on the post. Good ball movement here by Mamaroneck. Shot is taken and is no good. Good rebound there by McDonald, who goes up and gets fouled. He's going to be at the line for 2.
Dennis Alter, his first, team sixth. Volunteering that it was on him.
Number 10, Nick McDonald, shooting 2.
McDonald hits the first one.
The Tigers number 15, Ryan McIntyre, back on the floor, replacing James Jonas.
McIntyre comes back in for this Mamaroneck team. Second shot falls off the rim. Saigo with the rebound. The shot there is missed by Ring.
Randall's 5th rebound.
McIntyre now, too flashy of a pass, goes out of bounds. He was running a little too quick there.
Number 2 returns to the game, replacing Nick McDonald.
Since they only have 6 points, McDonald leads all Tigers with 3. He goes to the bench, off the bench as well.
Mamaroneck now looking for something to do. Little sloppy play. Seigel now trying to drive by. The foul is going to be called on McIntyre.
On the floor.
Stop the fast break there.
Personal foul number 13, Ryan McIntyre.
In the NBA, what do they call that? A direct... well, it's 2 free throws usually in the NBA because it's like a direct lane or something. Randall goes to the bench.
Seigel now looking for someone to pass to. Gives it off to Smith. Jacob Smith now controlling the court from the top of the key.
Be interesting to see how much Randall plays more. He was 0 for 4. He had 4 or 5 rebounds though. Quite decent defense.
And Mamaroneck there with a good play. Now driving in and cannot finish. Scarsdale with a great tip pass there. Keep the ball in bounds. Seigel now trying to drive it on this Mamaroneck team. Loses it. Plunkett has the ball. And the hard layup is made by Webb. He's going to the line for 1. The Mamaroneck crowd very happy with that one.
The Scarsdale foul number 20, Chris Sanger, his first, team 7.
So 1 and 1 now.
3 is back in for Scarsdale.
That's an N1.
Smith.
Michael Callahan in for Scarsdale.
Number 2, Will Webb, 1 shot.
Closest this game's been since it was 6-2. So Mamaroneck trail 12-2.
Webb sinks the shot, and Scarsdale will take over.
1 possession game here. 5 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the half.
Oh, and the pass is hit off of the leg of Verney. And the Mamaroneck takes over with just over 5 minutes left in this first half. Mamaroneck passing the ball around. The shot. Off the back. Plunkett with the offensive rebound. He tries to drive in. The refs are going to call a foul there. Scarsdale looking for a travel.
Traveling violation.
It's going to be a travel after all. Scarsdale gets the possession.
Back into Scarsdale, replacing Chris Sanger.
Very confused why we have 3 officials today, Anthony.
Yeah, no.
Usually only have 2.
It's unconventional.
And the 3 has caused a problem because one ref called one thing and the other ref came in and said no travel. If you call one thing, you shouldn't really switch it.
No, I completely agree with that. It's a little weird to say the least.
Especially, I mean, it's not the playoffs yet. It's a big league game, but it's not the playoffs. Maybe they wanted to get as many refs in today because they were doing it. Oh, they always do like certain games. They have the pink the coaches versus cancer, but it wasn't just today.
Yeah, no.
They do have those. It's very weird.
I'm sure there's a story behind it that we both don't know. Reevy now looking. Plunkett with the 3. Hits off the backboard, no good.
Weird shot for him to take.
And the ball is going to be retained by Mamaroneck. Still Mamaroneck ball.
Scarsdale hasn't scored in quite a while.
The score right now, Scarsdale 12, Mamaroneck 9. 4:17 left in the second quarter.
Haven't scored all quarter. So it was 12-5 at the half, at the end of one.
Yes, sir. Webb now, getting the screen. Pass in the middle to Plunkett. Plunkett looking for something, and he gets it off the backboard.
Thomas Plunkett.
Plunkett with a great aggressive play there to make this a 1-point game with just under 4 minutes left.
See if there's any, the first time he scored in a game this late. Charge, offensive foul.
Wow, and this Mamaroneck crowd is happy. I mean, great job here by Mamaroneck turning the tides after an abysmal first quarter.
Well, now we know why they're 5-10. Besides their tough schedule, they start off good. I mean, they only have the one really good player, and yeah, I guess they start off well, and it's all downhill from there.
Yep. Let's see if that turns out for the rest of the game.
They're on a. They haven't scored since about 1 or 2 minutes remaining in the first. Seigel has it as another steal for him. He does it all.
Scarsdale now moving the ball around, looking for an open shot. They get it, and it rolls in and out on the three.
He had Seigel wide open.
Yeah.
I know he went in and out, but he's by far your best player.
Lipsy cannot make that shot for the Raiders. Mamaroneck now in the middle of the Plunkett. Plunkett now looking. And the deep shot there is swished in by Quinn Reevy. Great shot there for him. And that gives Mamaroneck the lead for the first time. Scarsdale now looking for something. They're going to call a blocking foul there.
Mamaroneck foul number 11, Alex Verney. That's his first.
They're going to call a foul on Verney.
And on after Scarsdale, number 24, Levi Ring, shooting 2.
See that?
Ring makes the first one. Levi Ring, a solid free throw shooter throughout this entire season. And I jinxed him. I apologize for that if you're watching this, Mr. Ring. Eventually. The Scarsdale is lucky enough to get their own offensive rebound, looking for another shot, and Ring tries to redeem himself. Cannot get it. Seigel with the rebound now. He gets stuffed in the middle by Plunkett. He gets stuffed yet again by Plunkett. And Plunkett with a great defensive play. 2 blocks on Seigel in a row. Scarsdale retains possession.
By far the 2 best players on each team going head-to-head there.
Seigel now to take it out underneath the basket. Ring passes it around back to Seigel. Seigel looking cross court. Seigel now with the deep 3, and he hits it.
It's only a matter of time.
Yep, and that gives Scarsdale the lead yet again. The score, 16-14.
And 13 points for Seigel.
And if it hasn't been evident enough, Seigel is the clear-cut leader of this team. Without him, I don't know what this team would do. Now with the shot.
They'd be 0-15.
There you go. And Scarsdale gets the ball with just under 2 minutes to go here in this first half.
They lost to not nationally ranked this year, but always perennial powerhouse Mount Vernon. They only lost by 7 points, and he scored like more than 30.
Wow.
At Mount Vernon.
He's a great player. Great pass there.
They're not getting him the ball enough, if you ask me.
Yeah, I completely agree with that as the foul is called. And now Lipsy will go to the line.
Webb, his second.
Personal foul number 2, Will Webb. That's the second on Webb, the 4th on the team.
I think the last time, Mamaroneck, Webb scored the first basket of the game to go up 2-0. That was the first time, you know?
Yeah, you're correct.
They led,
correct.
and then, because Seigel made a 3 to make it 3-2, and they have led since.
Yeah, they let it go from there.
Number 10, Nick McDonald.
Trying to get back into it now. McDonald in now for Webb.
With his 2 fouls, probably out for the rest of the half.
Lipsy hits the second. 2 for 2 on that trip. And Mamaroneck looking for something to answer the 2 free throws. Trying to get it in the middle. Cannot. Now McDonald looking for a shot, and he gets the lay-in.
McDonald.
Scarsdale not passing the ball around. Pressed up defense by Mamaroneck. The Raiders now, and they're going to call a kickball violation there on Alex Fernie. He wasn't happy with the call, but it was clearly evident that that ball did hit his foot. Seigel calling the play for Scarsdale. Minute 12 left. Gives it off to Ring.
It's weird that Seigel inbounds the ball. Like,
you know, I'd expect him to be at the top of the key or something like that, or just be able to get the ball. Seigel now with the three from the corner, and it hits off the top of the rim. No good. Rebound by McIntyre. McIntyre now looking for something. Trying to drive in, gives it off. Scarsdale looking for a travel as the three is made by Quinn Levy, and that gives Mamaroneck the lead yet again. Back and forth, second quarter so far. 40 seconds left. Press
the last
defense.
time they got the lead, it was on a Quinn Levy three.
They're going to call a foul there as Lipsy
McIntyre.
trips to the floor.
His second.
The ball will be inbounded with 34.3 seconds left. Shot clock is off.
That's key that foul, because if Scarsdale can hold for the last shot now, as if they didn't foul, they wouldn't have had the last shot.
Let's see if they decide to hold that shot. Score right now, Mamaroneck 19, the Raiders 18.
Again, he's inbounding right next to the Mamaroneck bench, in front of the Mamaroneck student section.
Ring now leading the offense. McIntyre playing defense. Good defense there. Try to get a play there. Alex Fernie. 20 seconds to go.
Wouldn't be surprised if you see a timeout here.
Double teaming Seigel.
Scarsdale.
They're going to call a blocking foul, much to the dismay of the Mamaroneck fan section, on Ryan McIntyre.
His third.
And you never want to get into foul trouble this early in the game. Only the first half.
Someone, yeah, you got to get that sub in quick.
Reeve comes in for McIntyre. Seigel to inbound yet again. 10.9 seconds left in this first half. Quick pass, just under 10 seconds now. Seigel with the shot from the elbow, and he gets it. Clock still running. Scarsdale goes up by one. Let's see if they can get anything here at the end of the game. I'm sorry. Oh, and they hit the buzzer beater to end the half.
Two.
Oh, they call it a two. My apologies. Alex Fernie. His foot was on the line.
Yeah,
Alex Fernie ends the half. 21 Mamaroneck. Scarsdale 20. We'll be right back after this halftime. I'm Anthony Evangelista alongside Charlie McGraw. We'll be right back. And we are back here with LMC TV Varsity Sports alongside Charlie McGraw. My name's Anthony Evangelista, and we have had a tight game here today. The score as of right now, Mamaroneck 21, Scarsdale 20. Scarsdale attempting to take the lead again as they do on the and one there by Lipsy. Lipsy going to the line for one.
Will Webb, third foul. Carver thinking about to take him out or not.
And on Scarsdale, you see Lipsy, Seigel, and Callahan all rocking the signature SpongeBob sneakers. Always got to include that in there. Mamaroneck now moving the ball around, looking in the middle. And the post move there ends up in a bucket for Quinn Levy. And that makes it a tie game at 23 with just over 7 minutes left in his third quarter. The bad pass there by Scarsdale gives Mamaroneck the ball and a chance to take the lead.
Plunkett had a very easy steal there.
Plunkett now at the top. Bernie gives it off to Webb. Webb now driving in, the move, and he gets it in off the bank. That gives Mamaroneck 25, Scarsdale 23.
Leads 25-23.
Window shopping for Webb.
The floater is bricked there by Seigel, but it's going to stay Scarsdale ball.
It's Webb's fourth.
And you hate to see that this early in the game. Third quarter just started.
Actually, Webb thought it was on him, and so did everyone else. And Verney doesn't understand that he gets the foul. He's reacting like, what did he do? But, I mean, it's good for him because it's just his second. It would have been Webb's fourth. So
I'm going to say it's Mamaroneck ball off the tip after the missed shot. And Verney to inbound it underneath the basket.
Verney didn't understand why it was on him, but it makes sense that it was.
It
helps out, yeah, that it wasn't Webb's fourth.
Plunkett now takes the three. He's going to bounce off the top of the rim and just bounce around and is unable to fall in. Unlucky there. And great hustle there. Let's see. And it's going to end up being McIntyre's ball from Mamaroneck as they reset. Now the shot is hit by Quinn Reevy. Reevy with a great shot in the face of the Scarsdale defender. That's going to make this a 5-point game.
11-point for Reevy. Three brought down the house. Everyone got on their feet. 5:50 to go in this third quarter. 5-point lead, biggest lead of the day for the Tigers. Scarsdale's led by 10, 12-2.
Now Scarsdale trying to get a bucket, cannot be made there on the shot by Lipsy. And Webb resets.
Really need to get Seigel the ball more. It's amazing.
Now Plunkett in the middle, trying to drive in. He gets it out, and the open shot from McIntyre is off the top. And the rebound goes to Plunkett. Plunkett now. And there's going to be a foul call on the floor. Shot does not count, and it's just going to be a Mamaroneck ball taken underneath the basket.
First foul on Jacob Smith.
Scarsdale foul number 25, Jacob Smith, his first, team's first.
You could tell Scarsdale coach Joe Emilio is not happy with that. That inbounded. McIntyre gets it on the left. He does the cross-court pass to Webb. Webb tries to drive in and is blocked there by Jacob Smith. He tries again. This time he elects for the shot, and he hits it on the right side.
He's got 9 points. Scored that from behind the basket. So Hughes that foul was not called on him, and it was called on Verney. Timeout, Scarsdale. We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports.
And we are back here on LMC TV Varsity Sports. Alongside Charlie McGraw, I'm Anthony Evangelista. Mamaroneck up 30-23 on the Scarsdale Raiders. Scarsdale now looking for a bucket after this timeout. Let's see if they could get one on this possession. Smith now looking for something to do, something to pass to. Now the corner shot from Seigel goes off the rim, no good. Long rebound taken by Reevy, and his pass is stolen and attempted to go to Verney. Good move there by Lipsy, trying to hit the corner. Smith now. Dangerous pass. Somehow ends up in the hands of Lipsy. And it goes back to Jacob Smith. Jacob with the pass over the middle. And the hard shot by Alter does not fall in. The great offensive rebound, great hustle, but Scarsdale cannot end up with a bucket. McIntyre now using his speed along the right side, goes in for the hard shot, and he hits it, and they're going to call it an offensive foul. And you can tell Carver is fuming at that one.
Player control foul number 15, Bryant McIntyre.
Great athletic play there by McIntyre, but unfortunately,
his fourth foul.
Carver yelling at the refs, not happy at all. Seigel now with it over the middle, gets it off. Lipsy now, cannot get it in, tries to get his own rebound. No. They're going to call a foul on him now.
Personal foul number 3, Matt Lipsy. That's his first, second team foul.
LMC's first foul allows Mamaroneck to inbound it underneath it on the other side of the court. Now with the deep three. Reeve cannot hit that. Fernie falls back as he's running back for defense.
Seigel's wide open.
They got him in the corner now.
Too late.
Covered by Plunkett. You got to look at him again. He's wide. Good hustle there. Trying to see who comes up with the ball there. It's going to be Seigel. Seigel now with the layup, and he hits it. Looking for contact, did not get it, but still hits the shot. It's going to make it a 5-point game.
It was amazing to get them the ball. They fumbled it on the floor, and then they kind of pushed it to him, and basically they had to scrum it to him, even though he was open earlier.
Good ball movement there, ends up in a missed three.
That's not his spot. He's got to go a little over more.
And Reeve is a good shooter. You just got to find him in the right position.
And that wasn't it.
Scarsdale now looking for something. 5-point game.
Make it a one-possession game with a basket.
2:20 left in this third quarter. LMC now with the shot from the free throw line, no good. Rebounded by Scarsdale. Now the three is no good from Alter.
They got a fresh set. Timeout, Coach Carver. He had a screen to get that one. But they had to reset. They had a full shot clock, Scarsdale, and they take the first shot they got and missed it, and they should have reset and gave it to Seigel. So 30-25, 2:09 left in the third quarter. We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports.
And we are back alongside Charlie McGraw. I'm Anthony Evangelista here on LMC TV Varsity Sports. Score currently, the Mamaroneck Tigers up by 5 on the Scarsdale Raiders, 35-25, with 2 minutes left in this third quarter. Mamaroneck now with Randall and Plunkett in, looking to get that next size advantage once again that they had in the second quarter. And they're going to call a blocking foul there on Scarsdale's Jacob Smith.
His second. It's interesting, both coaches have used a timeout in the first and third quarter, but in that second quarter, which was the best quarter by far so far, like most baskets scored and just by far the best basketball played, they let him play. There was no timeouts. As Randall gets it. First time he's been in this half. Just checked in.
Plunkett now with the shot at the free throw line, and it rolls its way in.
Only has 4 points.
And I expect Plunkett to have a bit of a bigger game, especially against the Scarsdale team that doesn't have too much height. Seigel now passing it around, makes its way, and it is made by Fisher Waterhouse, the Scarsdale Raiders. That's going to make it a 4-point game.
Big time for your first basket, a 3 nonetheless.
Webb now. Randall calling for it over the middle. Shot's going to be taken by McIntyre and going to be missed badly.
Nicky McDonald, I think.
Oh, my apologies. Smith now blocked by Randall. Smith gets his own rebound, he gets it off the glass. Makes it a one-possession game, 2 points. And now we're under a minute left in this third quarter.
That was his first basket of the game.
Now Plunkett now trying to drive in, and he lays it in. Beautiful play there by Plunkett, spinning around and letting it swish into the net. Shot clock turned off now. Scarsdale looking to hold on to it. Let's see. Smith. It's going to be blocked by Randall. Good defense there by the Tigers. And now Webb takes it up. Shot clock turned off, of course. 10 seconds left. Let's see what they could do here. Let's see if they try to get another basket.
Coach Joe Emilio didn't like there was no call there.
Randall over the middle, and he gets fouled with 1.7 seconds left. He's going to go to the line.
You get to see the big fella shoot some free throws.
And usually with these tall centers, they aren't usually the best at free throws. Let's see if Randall, who is an exception.
There's the foul number 2, Michael Callahan.
Callahan's second.
His second team sport. Charlie Randall shooting 2.
Randall's first one rolls off the rim. No good. Some of the Scarsdale fan section leaving.
I think that's a JV team.
You know, it's always hard to tell these away games. Randall sinks the second one, 1 for 2 there. Saigo's gonna chuck one up, and it hits the backboard. And at the end of the quarter, the score, Mamaroneck 35, Scarsdale 30. We'll be right back with LMC TV Sports.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports alongside Anthony Evangelista, I'm Charlie McGraw. It's 35-30 in Scarsdale ball to start the third. We saw Saigo with a full court shot attempt that actually hit the backboard as he threw it at the buzzer. Good defense by the Tigers.
Scarsdale, they need to play hard. They got to play aggressive if they want to win this game. Down by 5 currently.
And that's a good start, 3 for Saigo. He has a game high. He hasn't taken a ton of shots, and he has a game high 4 threes and 4 twos for 20 points.
A nice pass there by Plunkett.
I think Plunkett traveled first.
Unfortunately, it would have been a great play there from Mamaroneck, because it's a 1 possession game. We're only up by. Good press defense from Mamaroneck.
Scarsdale has it. This is for the lead, and it's good!
Wow, great shot there by Saigo.
Difference with having a superstar, as he's got 23 of the 36 points. 23 of the 36. And Scarsdale leads 36-35, 6:49 to go.
What a player.
We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, following a 2 threes by Saigo. The Raiders now lead 36-35, and Coach Carver called a quick timeout. 6:38 left in the game. Just 36-35, low-scoring affair.
And something that surprised me this game is how quiet Plunkett has been. He has, I believe, 6 points on the day.
6.
Hasn't been too much of a factor for this Mamaroneck team.
Foul.
Stat-wise.
Yes, just 6 points. Foul on Reevy, his first.
Mamaroneck foul number 12, Quinn Reevy, his first, team's 4th.
Scarsdale looking for something. Trying to hold on to this lead. Gonna call a kick on Webb there.
Ryan McIntyre, number 15, back in for the Tigers, replacing James Jonas.
Wow, they called the trip on Webb.
And I don't really understand that. I didn't really see that, but maybe the ref saw something that we didn't.
He went into Randall. Randall's got to be more adamant that it was his foul. Randall couldn't. He went into Randall, so it could have been on Randall, and Randall was questioning that it was on him, but it was on Webb. And instead, Webb gets his 4th instead of Randall's first. These kids got to be more willing to get fouls against them instead of their teammates.
Yeah, I mean, Webb's a big part of this Mamaroneck team, both offensive and defensive, and they need him if they want to win this game.
And he'll stay in with the 4 fouls. Inside to Plunkett. Oh, almost to count the basket. Looks like it might have been on Callahan. That would be his 4th. Yep, Callahan's 4th. So both number 2s, Callahan and Webb, 4 fouls each.
Personal foul number 2, Michael Callahan. That's his 4th personal, 16 fouls.
I think he's staying in as well.
Thomas Plunkett shooting 2.
Plunkett at the line.
Rattles it home.
For Scarsdale, Sebastian Wynn, number 22 in the game, replacing Michael Callahan. And for
Brando comes out.
number 11,
Bernie in.
back on the floor.
36 apiece. First point this quarter. No good, back of the iron. Rebounded by Segal.
Segal wide open on the other side.
Instead, they missed the 3. They get it to Segal. And it's back to the top for Lipsy. 5:10 to go, 36-36.
Lipsy now giving it off to Segal.
Segal, and it's, thought he would have made that one.
He's able to get the ball back.
Ripped it out of Plunkett's hands, wide open layup. And nearly blocked it.
I can imagine Coach
Reevy.
Carver is not happy with that. Sloppy play all around from Mamaroneck.
.38-36 lead. Whoa. He faked it and then he went for it and missed it.
And the Scarsdale fan section letting him hear it. Segal, he's dangerous from there.
Back iron, no good for Segal. Still has 23 of their 38. Webb thought about it. Plunkett, Reevy, McIntyre.
4 minutes to go in this final.
He's got 4 fouls too. Reevy. Timeout, Coach Carver. Quinn Reevy hits the 3. He's got 14.
That's huge for this Tigers team.
We'll be right back. LMC Varsity Sports, 39-38. Mamaroneck, you're going to want to come back for the final 3:51. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, 39-38 lead. As the seesaw back and forth leads being exchanged, and a kickball by Reevy. Back and forth leads being exchanged by both teams here. 39-38 lead for the Tigers. Scarsdale's got still 4 timeouts left. The 6 timeouts is pretty heavy to give teams. Rarely you see a team use all 6. But they got 1 left. Wild shot is good. Razzle dazzle, shake and bake. Fisher Waterhouse, 5 points. None prettier than that.
But I mean, if that missed, that would have been a very sloppy, crazy shot. But because it went in, Waterhouse is seen as a legend for the next few seconds in this crowd.
3 minutes now left. 10 seconds on the shot clock. The 3 is good. Another 3. Quinn Reevy. He's got 17. Segal missed it, a layup. He's missed a couple layups. Guy's got 23 points off of Plunkett.
This crowd is not happy with the call that it's Scarsdale ball still.
Thought it was a foul on Scarsdale. Refs have, from both coaches, from the crowd, they really
Scarsdale, 30-second timeout.
have heard their fair share of criticism in this game from the crowd. Timeout, Scarsdale. We'll be right back, LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports alongside Anthony Evangelista. I'm trying to go almost to 5 seconds. Instead, it's intercepted by McIntyre. He finds a layup, and Webb, and he missed the layup. Will Webb missed the cupcake layup.
Webb,
I
you
could have
gotta
made
make
that one. Wow, that would have made it a 4-point game. Instead, it's nearly tied, and now it goes off of Mamaroneck, 42-40, and it goes off of Mamaroneck, and Scarsdale will get a gift.
And
wrap.
You could tell Webb's frustrated with himself. I mean, I would be too after that one. You can't miss those easy shots there, especially this late in the game.
Saying it didn't hit and never had possession, so it stays there. I don't think it hit anyway. But. So it's a 2-point game, 42-40, 2:15 left. Scarsdale ball, 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Gotta get to side goal, right? And he has it. He goes for the tie, and he makes it! Wild shot, looking for an N1, doesn't get it. He's got 25 points, 8 in the fourth quarter. 8 of the Scarsdale 14, 8 of the Scarsdale 12, and it's 42-44, 42-42 with 1:50 to go. Webb is fouled, he'll go to the line for 2.
And one thing I loved about that Scarsdale possession right there was Seigel's play as a floor general. And you could tell that he was leading this team. I mean, moving everybody around, ordering him to go here, him to go there. And I mean, that's just a clear leader on the court there. Great play by him. He was able to finish off with the basket.
42-42, 7 fouls on Scarsdale, second on Lipsy. First free throw is good. Webb now has 10. Looking for the 11th would make it 44-42. 3 timeouts left for Scarsdale, 2 left for Mamaroneck, and it's good! 11 points for Will Webb. Seigel, a 3, no good. Seigel crawls up for the rebound and he can't get it. And as it was taken instead, and a sloppy pass by Plunkett to try and save it, and pinballs, and 2 shots for McIntyre. Wild sequence.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that Seigel and Scarsdale could not capitalize on that sloppy pass. I'm surprised Mamaroneck was able to regain their composure there and get the ball inside again, and it leads to these 2 shots here.
So even though they're in the bonus 8 foul, it's not a 1-and-1, it's a 2 shots. McIntyre. Wow, you put that before, you said how he was such a good free throw shooter, right? And now he's 1 for 3.
If you're watching this in the future, McIntyre, I apologize.
He's 1 of 3 from the line with the biggest free throw of the game, because you want this to make it, a lane violation. So that doesn't count, as Plunkett was trying to time it and he mistimed it. So that doesn't count as a miss, it just counts as a lane violation on Plunkett. So the first miss, though, was big, because that's all he got. So he's 1 of 3 from the line, 44-42. And then Plunkett makes up for it with the interception, like a safety there. Read it perfectly.
A great vision, defensive vision there.
35-second shot clock is down to 30. 1 minute, 5 seconds to go in regulation. Timeout, Coach Carver. And we'll be right back with the final 105 of regulation here on LMC Varsity Sports. Tiger ball, 30 seconds on the shot clock, 105 on the game. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, Plunkett will inbound right in front of ice between the 2 stands. And he'll give it to McIntyre, inbounded with 105. Now there's 58 seconds back to Plunkett. Offensive foul on Plunkett. Coach Carver won't even get out of his chair. 6th foul, so next foul will be 1-and-1.
Control foul, number 32, Thomas Plunkett.
His first.
That was his first personal foul. Mamaroneck has 6.
Let's see if Scarsdale can capitalize on that one.
Plunkett just has 7. If you're Mamaroneck, you can't allow them to take the lead with a 3. They got to get it across, and they do. Seigel, it's good!
Wow, clutch shot there.
44-44, 40.3 seconds to go. Wow, what a game. It's been everything it was advertised to be and more. We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. 44-44, 40.3 seconds. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, McIntyre will bring it up for second differential between the shot and game clock. It was 40.3 when Saigo made it in the 4.3 seconds. They're letting it bleed. This way, if they miss, they go to overtime, and Scarsdale really won't have much of a choice, although they'll probably use one of those timeouts if they get the rebound.
Yeah, and let's see if Mamaroneck can come up with anything here.
McIntyre misses the layup. Saigo, they're going to let it play out. Saigo for three at the buzzer. No good. We go to overtime. Back in the iron, and it's no good. And we will head to overtime. 44-44. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports. So we're set for free basketball, overtime, 44-44, and you're not going to win the games if they got outscored 14-9. Scarsdale outscored Mamaroneck 14-9 in the fourth. So that's the difference, is it's 44-44.
And let's see, this is the moment where teams see if they're just amateurs or if they're a high contending team.
Good play. Walk, travel.
And that was less of a walk, more of a jump. I don't know what you consider that, but that was clearly a travel. And both the Mamaroneck fan section and the Scarsdale fan section on their feet, ready to see the end of this very close matchup.
Student sections, as it's 27 points for Saigo out of this team's 44, including the tying basket. And nearly had the winning basket, which would have given him 30 points. Plunkett with the first two of overtime. He's got a low 9 points, which is low for him, but a big basket to give them a 2-point lead with 3 minutes to go.
And great move there by Plunkett, making the fake spin and then going the other way around and making the easy bank.
Saigo from downtown fakes it. Now he shoots it. Front iron, no good. Great job to pop the rebound to his teammate by Lipsy. But Alter misses the layup, and Mamaroneck has it, and they'll slow it down. Each team gets an extra timeout, although they didn't give it to them on the board.
That's going to be kicked there by Saigo.
Inside to Plunkett, he's clearly fouled Callahan. That's his fifth and final foul.
And Coach Carver gives a smile as Plunkett goes to the line for two.
Personal foul number 2, Michael Callahan. That is his fifth personal foul, 5 on Callahan.
He'll finish with no points.
Has 9.
Callahan will finish with no points.
Wow, and you know, Callahan's a great player for the Scarsdale team. I expected him to have a much bigger impact.
Had a lot of rebounds and played good defense.
Yeah, I know, and stats don't say everything, but still.
Plunkett is 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Those did come in the fourth quarter.
Each team giving their players a little talk beforehand. 2:26 left in this first overtime period.
9 fouls on Scarsdale. Next one, if it's not on the, it's not shooting. If it's on the floor, it'll be 2 regardless. Double bonus, in, out, and in for Plunkett. He has 10.
And now, safe to say, a big part of this team, Randall, comes in now.
He's played like 8 or 9 minutes, has the 1 point. Missed the shots from the field. 47-44, Scarsdale can't get the rebound on the Plunkett free throw miss. 2 of 4, Plunkett has 10, but they can reset as the shot clock reset to 35. He put Randall in, but believe it or not, it wasn't Randall. I think it was Verney who got the rebound.
And Verney just literally punched that ball, and a great positioning there on the punch as it went straight back to Mamaroneck.
Had to figure Randall would have got it. And 2 shots for Webb. Foul on Levi Ring, his second. Double bonus 10.
Levi Ring, his second, team's 10th.
Webb has
Will Webb shooting 2.
Webb, Reeve, and Plunkett all in double figures. 10, Plunkett, 14 for Reeve. And Webb has 12.
Just over 2 minutes in this first overtime period left.
48-44, 12, 13 now for Webb, and he's 5 for 5 from the free throw line.
Speaking of fouls, 5-point game now as Mamaroneck goes up 49-44 on this Raiders team.
155, Seigel had it, and then got rid of it. Rejected by Randall.
Wow.
The big fella.
Great play there by Randall. That's a huge defensive stop, especially this late in the game.
And Lipsy, they don't have to foul just yet, but they need a stop. They trail by 5, 20 seconds on the shot clock, 1:28 on the game.
Randall looking for the ball underneath the middle.
McIntyre nearly got it. But that puts Randall on the line. That's not the worst thing for Scarsdale, but they did let 20 seconds go off the game clock, and then they did that, so that's not good.
That could be costly this late in the game.
So Randall missed one and make the other. It's kind of like when they used to hack Andre Drummond, but they didn't even, I don't think they meant to do that because they didn't, because they took off 20 and he makes the free throw anyway. 6-point lead.
Big shot here for Randall.
A little dribble, a little good. The lefty stroke. 3 points off in the free throw line.
The thing I said at the beginning of the game about big men not being able to hit free throws, I stand corrected, Randall.
Oh, bad foul, 1-1. Don't foul if you're Mamaroneck. Still 1:13 to go. They make these 2 free throws, it's 5.
Personal foul number 20, Charlie Randall, his first, team 7.
Wow. I didn't see that was on Randall, but before we thought he definitely fouled someone and they gave it to Webb. This one, there, it's 1-1 though. That was the 7th foul on Mamaroneck, so that's the first time they had 1-1, and he makes it for Dennis Alter, so he redeems himself after he fouled the big guy, Randall.
Yeah, and this game is far from over, especially after that one.
Makes that one Scarsdale. Will make a sub. I think they were going to.
Back in for Scarsdale, replacing Matt Lipsy.
51-46. I think you got to play looking for the long pass, but that's risky. Give to Plunkett, who's not automatic from the line. They're up 5. Randall, fast break, and first layup for Charlie Randall. The game.
Randall's been a clutch part of this offense.
5 points for Randall. It's knocked away. Good defense by McIntyre. Still playing with the 4 fouls.
Clock stops at 54.6 seconds.
Timeout Scarsdale. I thought he was going to call timeout, which would have been smart after he made the free throws. Set up the defense instead. No, and they got that easy layup. So that
could have saved them 2 points there.
Definitely. So they're down 53-46 with 54.6. Scarsdale has the ball. If Seigel can hit a quick 3, it's not over, but we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, they'll inbound right next to their bench, and Seigel, who we said they shouldn't be inbounding. They didn't even start the clock, but 54.3 as it was stopped, and maybe should have took off a 1/10 of a second. It goes out, it'll be at the end of, next to the water cooler now, so they inbounded right next to the coach's chair. Now they're to the end of the water cooler. Seigel inbound. Scarsdale's got to hustle. 53-46. They got to put a shot up.
Yeah, I mean, you can't hold the ball.
What are they doing here? They get it to Seigel. Seigel's confused. Back. The 3 is an air ball, and it goes off of Scarsdale's foot, and it'll go to Mamaroneck. The Mamaroneck fans will let the Scarsdale player have it, as Scarsdale's fans did the same to the Mamaroneck player. Plunkett, they got a foul.
Yeah, I mean, just poor play here from Scarsdale.
Right.
It's too late in the
After
game to let them dribble around.
Why'd they use the timeout? I mean, they fouled McIntyre. It's 1 of 3 from the line. But why did they?
I'm not too sure.
Why did they take 15 seconds to shoot an air ball? That was, I mean, first of all, I should have called timeout after that free throw they made, and then why did you shoot the three? Yeah.
Mamaroneck fans starting the "Start the Buses" chant.
Wow, McIntyre, ice cold. That's you, right?
I mean,
1 of 4 from the free throw line. The one he got, never took it, missed it as well, and he misses. Wow. Oh, even though that hit the rim, Mamaroneck got the rebound. It almost sat up on the rim, but I guess the clock doesn't start until it touches somebody. So it was sitting up there and it never started.
now Plunkett to the line for 2.
Third foul on Alter. Don't know what the overrated chant's about. They're 5 minutes, 11.
I mean, you don't know these.
Oh, they were chanting at the kid on. They were chanting at Saigo.
That makes sense.
It's good. Plunkett.
I wouldn't exactly call him overrated. He's
No,
a pretty
that's
good player.
wrong. That's wrong. See, without him, they wouldn't do it there.
They wouldn't have these 46 points.
First free throw, good. Plunkett. Make it. Plunkett has 12. And a foul. Last thing we wanted to do, Randall block.
Carver not happy with that call.
Fouls by Charlie Randall.
25.5 seconds left in the first overtime period. Mamaroneck up 55 to 46 on the Scarsdale Raiders.
Dennis Alter will shoot 2. He's 2 of 2 from the line with 2 in overtime. We'll reset, and the sub will come in.
Number 12 is in for Mamaroneck, replacing Alex Burney.
55-47, 25.5.
And this Mamaroneck team wants as much height in as possible to get those rebounds.
Just hit the front iron.
We're going to call that Tigers ball there.
It was very close. No one knew what it was that went out of bounds, and that could have gone either way. I know he kind of almost missed that on purpose. Touchdown pass, Webb, and he's fouled. He'll shoot 2.
And these free throws could be the nail in the coffin for the Scarsdale team.
Doesn't look like the refs have any dinner plans. Calling everything now.
Will Webb shooting 2.
Two shots for Webb. In and out.
Current lineup on the floor for Mamaroneck. Got Plunkett. Oh, I'm sorry, hold on, there's been a substitution. So you got Plunkett, you got Verney, Webb, McIntyre, and then you got Reevy.
It's good for Webb. 1 of 2 there.
Sorry, not Reevy.
That was his first miss in that sequence, 6 of 7. Saigo for a long 3. Off the back thing, no good. And they don't call it there. That goes off of Mamaroneck, 56-47, 6.6 seconds. They could have started this chant about 30 seconds ago. Instead, it's now, and Scarsdale.
Just want to be sure.
And for good measure, it's intercepted by McIntyre. He'll pull up and pass. And it's a 56-47 win in overtime.
That's the end of the game. The final
Jason
score,
Seigel
had 56.
27, nearly won the game with a 3 at the buzzer, and it was just a very good game. 56-47, they outscored them by 9 in the 4-minute overtime, which was pretty impressive for Mamaroneck.
Yeah, and just a great game all around, fun to watch. Didn't know who a clear winner was until the last overtime period.
So we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports with the wrap-up and the postgame show here on LMC TV.
Back here on the postgame show with Quinn Reevy. And Quinn, you had a great game today, 17 points. Tell me how it was felt out there playing.
Today I had a good shooting day. It worked for me today. I had a little stretch like where I wasn't shooting well. You got to keep shooting, and yeah, they started to fall again and ended up with 17.
And what did you think of the rivalry game? Is what made it such a good game. Were you guys happy with how you played, or was it a little closer than you would have liked?
Well, of course, we always want to beat them by more than we did, but we were happy with how it turned out.
And lastly, you guys, what was said between the fourth quarter and overtime, because you guys outscored them 12-3 in overtime, and you only scored 9 points in the fourth quarter. It was a huge difference there.
Coach told us to do whatever it takes to win, so we locked up on defense, and yeah, we got the dub.
On LMC TV, I'm Anthony Evangelista here with Coach Carver. Now, Coach, hard-fought win, overtime win. I mean, how would you feel and how would you rate the team's play today?
We won, so that's all that matters. Hard-fought win. We know it's never going to be easy playing the team of the caliber of Scarsdale. Rivalry game, you throw the records out the window and just play your hearts out for 32 minutes. And I felt like we did that today, and we made a couple of more plays down the stretch to get the win.
Thank you. Now, one question. Now, in that very last few seconds of regulation, when you saw Scarsdale going down and you saw that shot go up, what was going through your mind while that ball was in the air?
Please don't go in. Please don't go in so we can get a little bit of another life.
Back here on the post-game show, final score 56-47, and we're talking, Anthony, as soon as the game ended off camera, they scored 12 points in overtime, Mamaroneck, 4-minute overtime, and 9 points in the fourth quarter. That's crazy.
I mean, yeah, Mamaroneck had these weird spurts where they were able to score a whole bunch of points in one thing, and then they weren't able to get anything at others. So just a very inconsistent game for Mamaroneck, but they were able to pull through in the final when they needed it most.
Yeah, a very tough schedule coming up. They play Mount Vernon at home in 2 days, New Rochelle, a really good small class school, Albertus Magnus, and but right now they have one of their better records at 12-4 that they've had in a long time. Although 2 years ago they had one of their best seasons ever, but they finished at 16-4, made the semifinals. And they play Scarsdale again at Scarsdale, which should be a good game. But Mamaroneck looked pretty. They didn't look. See, the thing that made them play well is they didn't look great the whole game. They looked really bad at sometimes, and they still came up with the win.
I mean, they finished when they needed it most, and that's what's important. I mean, of course, Coach Carver, they'll all look at it over practice, they'll watch the film, and they'll be able to improve on that. But for now, they came away with the win, and that's all that matters.
56-47, outscoring Scarsdale 12-3 in overtime, a 9-point win in overtime. And as Mamaroneck is now 12-4, and Scarsdale is 5-11. A lot of people to thank for today's telecast, including the executive director, Matt Sullivan, the assistant director, Dina Schumacher. Our cameramen were Francisco Farizzi, Jareel Semister, and Rob Moretti. Rob Moretti is also the community sports producer. Once again, for Anthony Evangelista, I'm Charlie McGraw saying thanks so much for watching, and have a great evening.